It's New York back to my cold apartment. Distance sucks, but at least I'm still with you. White out skies, middle November. You and I, flights to wherever. I don't mind as long as it's with you. As long as it's with you.
Review Bros back with another one, and today we're going to be looking at quite a highly anticipated pre-workout actually. It's quite new on the scene and it's called Elite by Efectiv, more known for their proteins, which are very nice by the way. But let's see how they can handle the pre-workout game as we cover the taste, the price, the label and the effects. Stay tuned for it all. And if you're new here and you enjoyed the review, please do give us a sub, tick the bell icon, give the video a like, let us know your thoughts on this product and anything else you want to see us review. Okay, into taste and mixability. So we have got pineapple crush flavour, so let's see how it tastes. But first up, mixability. That's actually not too bad. It's a 14 gram scoop, 2 scoops gets you that. Some little bits settled at the bottom, but I'd say still that's probably a bit better than average mixability in this day and age, but how's it going to taste? It's not bad. It's really nice initially, but then you get a bit like an after kick of like bitterness. Yeah, it's kind of really good initially, but then it takes a bit of a drop on the back end, but still not bad actually. It's definitely obviously pineapple, just a nice sweet pineapple flavour. Yeah, I mean I could drink this daily. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Like, it's not bad. You won't struggle, and if there were any other flavours I would have put them on the screen, but let's move into price. Okay, let's move into that price segment. So what are we going to be paying for this premium workout intensifier? Well, you head over to effectivnutrition.com where you can pick it up for £29.99 and you get 30 servings. So that's insane value for money. £1 a serving comes to a 7.5 out of 10 on our consistent pricing scale that measures how expensive pre-workouts are from across the world. So it's definitely priced better than your average pre-workout. And when we get into the label, you'll probably see that it's actually, at least label-wise, definitely better than your average pre-workout. So fantastically well-priced product. How's it going to come together in the real-world effects? Okay, let's get into this label then. So 2 flat scoops will achieve that 14 gram serving size. We've got some vitamins up the top, general bodily function, healthy stuff. Then we move down to the meat and potatoes of the formula, beta-alanine, 3.2 grams. The amount we look for, that's that amino acid that gives an itchy, tingly sensation when it kicks in, but it also helps with endurance by buffering lactic acid when it builds up in your system. Then we move down to L-citrulline, 3 grams, L-citrulline nitrate, 2 grams. So across the two, you're going to be hitting clinical. The amount we look for is going to increase nitric oxide levels within the bloodstream, increasing blood flow, pumps, nutrient delivery, and obviously the nitrate bonded to the L-citrulline there is only going to further increase that. Then we've got L-tyrosine at 1 gram, which is helping with focus and concentration. Then we have L-taurine at 1 gram, which is going to help with general energy production within the body, cognition and hydration. Both doses we look for there. Then we've got citicoline at 500 milligrams, decent dose. That's our second favourite form of choline after alpha GPC, but that's going to help with focus and concentration, similar to the L-tyrosine. Then we've got L-phenylalanine at 500 milligrams, which is responsible for the production of dopamine and norepinephrine, which is the happy chemical in the brain, and the fight or flight chemical in the brain. So basically it's just going to make you more on the ball, happier, with more sense of urgency and focus. Then we move down to lion's mane at 500 milligrams, pretty solid dose there. That's responsible for a whole host of benefits ranging from anti-anxiety, reducing depression, increasing mood, increasing focus. Just the list goes on. It's a fantastic ingredient and that's going to pair up nicely with the aforementioned focus-based ingredients. Then we move down to a Mento pump, 300 milligrams. Now, the clinical dose for this is typically around 100, so they've gone, do you know what, screw your 100, I'm going to give you 3 times that amount. But that's going to increase vasodilation, leading to increased blood flow and nutrient delivery, getting some nasty, nasty pumps pairing up with the L-citrulline previously mentioned. Then we move down to caffeine anhydrous, 300 milligrams, decent dose, probably just below average. I'd say average is probably like, say, 350 for today's pre-workout, but you'll see why when we move on through the label. That's that main stimulant that's going to wake you up and get you moving. Then we move down to guarana seed at 240 milligrams, which is another stimulant that's going to yield 22% of caffeine, going to pair up with the previous caffeine anhydrous to bring about more stimulation and energy. Next up, we have the citrus bioflavonoid complex at 200 milligrams. That's the compound found in citrus fruits, and that's going to help boost your immune system. It's also packed with antioxidants, so it's going to help with inflammation and just general health stuff. It's a nice, healthy ingredient. Then we've got coca-butyrol, trademarked ingredient. That's basically a potent, fancy form of theobromine, 200 milligrams. Again, and that's another stimulant that's going to help with energy levels, focus, concentration. Then we've got hordenine hydrochloride, 70 milligrams. Not a shabby dose there. That's a fat-burning ingredient, so it's going to get you heated, get you revved up, provide more stimulation and energy. Then we've got GBBGO, 50 milligrams. That's converted to L-carnitine in the body, so it's going to be responsible for more fat burning, thermogenesis, get you heated, get you revved up, get you moving. We love it. Then we've got the controversial ingredient L-theanine at 40 milligrams, albeit a low dose, so it shouldn't have too much impact, but that's responsible for smoothing over any harsh jitters from stimulants, and it's going to sort of provide a nice tunneled in focus feeling. And then we've got bioperine, 5 milligrams, which is an absorption agent. It's going to get all of this through as quickly and efficiently as possible. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that is a very unique and impressive label, especially for that price point, but how's it going to come together in real life? Okay, let's move into the effects section of Efectiv Elite pre-workout. In the several times myself and Aaron have used it. So, the first thing you feel in pre-workouts that has it, beta-alanine. Within 10-15 minutes, that's kicking in nicely. I wouldn't say excessively strong. It's in here at 3.2 grams, which is the dose we look for. I'd say it kicks into a slightly above average degree, 6 out of 10 on a tingle scale. So you definitely get that sense of urgency and need to want to get moving. Shortly after that comes in the amount of caffeine and other stimulants and fat burners hitting you. You do get a nice mild thermogenic sweat on with this pre-workout, but not to an intense, horrible, nasty level, just to kind of a background level where you know it's there. It's actually nice. It's fat burning side of things isn't a thing that pre-workouts usually address. It's normally just pumps, focus and energy and endurance / power, but this one's bringing to the table that fat burning side of things. And like I said, to a sweet spot level. It's not nasty, uncomfortable. It's not gonna put me off ever using this pre-workout again. Something that, you know, people will probably welcome as we're heading into the summer, to give you that slight edge, that bit of extra calorie burning for your workout. Even if it is a minuscule amount, we'll take it, right? So the energy levels are very smooth. I'd say sweet spot energy as well. There's no jitters, there's no nastiness to it. A very smooth, linear amount of energy. Lasts about 3 hours, so it's enough to get pretty much any training session done. I mean, most recently I smashed back for 2 hours on this. I went heavy. I didn't need much rest time between sets. You know, it was a fantastic session. So I can honestly, hand on heart, say, although it's more of a daily driver-esque pre-workout, it can hold up those more intense, nutty sessions that you might be more tempted to reach for a high stim pre-workout on. So it is unsuspectingly good in that sense. It just gives you a ton of energy, but to a sweet spot level. Now, when it concerns that 40 milligrams of L-theanine, I wouldn't say you really feel it, to be honest with you, so don't let that put you off. I mean, it is a low dose anyway, so if anything, maybe it's taking the tiniest amount of edge off when it comes to stimulation. Put it this way, if you gave me this pre, there's no way I'd be like, oh yeah, that's got L-theanine in there. So yeah, don't let it put you off. So yeah, energy levels very nice and consistent. There's no crash to it. Pumps and focus, equally good. Very, very good, as the label might suggest. It's one of those pre-workouts that comes together pretty much as the label looks. So let's talk about the focus side of things. Obviously, you've got several ingredients in here for focus. You've got the L-tyrosine, you've got the citicoline, you've got L-phenylalanine, you've got lion's mane, you've got the, obviously you're going to get some from the caffeine and the hordenine and all the other bits, L-theanine. So it is actually a really stacked formula when you think about it. So yeah, you definitely get that focus. You get a bit of mood elevation, but it's more of a sense of just like, I've got shit to do, get out of my way kind of thing. Like, you're very much in your training when you take this stuff. Not to an illicit level of focus, you know, you're not off your bonce, you're not crazy dialed in, but it's just a nice A to B, healthy, enjoying your training, wanting to get moving type focus. And then we move into the pumps, and like I said, equally good, really nasty. I'll whack up some pictures of the pumps I got on this stuff, but yeah, very consistent. And how can they not be good? You've got the L-citrulline bonded to the nitrate. You've got the Amento pump at the mega dose. The other bits and pieces that might contribute to a pump as well. The pumps are nasty. So it's one of these pre-workouts it's literally not lacking on anything. Energy, high level for a daily driver, that is anyway. Focus, high level. Pumps, high level. And you get the added bonus of the fat burning background effect as well. So what more can you want from a daily driver pre-workout? It feels healthy, it feels good, it feels productive. And the most important thing I've got to mention, wow, is it worth that price? It is definitely worth that price. I think you would genuinely struggle to find a more well-rounded, better pre-workout for £1 a serving. Like, are you kidding me? No way. And if we get a discount code, it's going to be even cheaper. I mean, I don't even know if they can possibly discount any more off of that price, but yes, I would definitely pay that price for this product. It's now one of my favourite pre-workouts as a daily driver. The only thing that put me off a bit when I was looking at the label is I don't really like, and neither does Aaron, that fat burning effect, because it can get a bit uncomfortable. But like I said, it really is just, it's nice. It is a nice amount. It's not excessive by any stretch. So yeah, a pre-workout with pretty much no weaknesses, all the benefits you want, priced fantastically, taste okay. So what more do you really want from it is the question, isn't it? I definitely think it's going to be one that's making a mark on the scene. I can see a lot of people wanting to pick this up and use it, so we can definitely recommend it. As a daily driver, I'm really struggling of ways to not give it a 10 out of 10, to be honest with you. And I know we've been chucking around more 10 out of 10s recently, but there just seems to be so many good pre-workouts knocking around recently. And obviously, the ones that are really high level, these 9, 10 out of 10s, are ones we want to review. And they're ones that companies want to send us. So naturally, we are going to get more high scoring pre's on the channel. So yeah, fantastic product. Let us know your thoughts down below, what you think of it. Are you tempted to try it? Are you tempted to pick it up for that ridiculously good price? Let us know. And as always, stay stimmed.